Good morning and good evening. Let us begin with the chanting session with an aspiration that let's chant till we become the chant. This becoming can be a miracle, is often a miracle, and yet this miracle requires effort, sincerity, and aspiration from our end. And chanting is such a powerful way to transform ourselves. And I hope and pray that we can give it that attention, that sincerity, that dedication, that love that it deserves. Yeah. So invoking Mother's and Sri Aurobindo's grace and presence as we begin with our session. As we know, chanting, just like meditation, requires us to be aware, to be present. So let us start today by, usually we are doing it in the end, but we'll start with it today by chanting Om. And how we usually do it is 3 times we do it the regular way, taking our time, and 3 times we'll break it into A, O, and Ma. So we'll do it. So hopefully having, our spines are straight, our shoulders are relaxed, we are sitting comfortably, the feet are touching the ground or we are cross-legged. And we'll take a long deep breath in. Feeling the vibrations in our body. We'll do this 2 more times. Another long deep breath. And now, as we know, we'll break it into 3 parts, A, O, and Ma. Taking another long deep breath. Breathing in again. One more time. Thank you. Now we'll begin with our first chant for today. So we have heard it before. It's Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. So I'll play it. And I'm also sharing the screen for those of us who needs to see the. In case you can't hear it or see the screen, please. So it says, may all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some ways to that happiness and to that freedom for all. So wishing, praying for happiness and freedom for everybody with, through me and otherwise. So with this aspiration, we'll chant this mantra.
समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु.
So when we are praying for everybody's happiness and freedom and aspiring that my thoughts, my words and my action and my life contributes in some way to that happiness, then I have to work on myself. I have to be more sincere. I have to practice better. And I have to, be one drop of poison less so that I can be that flow through which the Ganges can flow. Because if I am only lost in my loop of thoughts every time, lost in my storylines, I can never be that channel through which truth, happiness, freedom can flow. So we'll do this for another 2 minutes with this aspiration and prayer. Again.
लोकाः समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु 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 लोकाः समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु.
So after Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, now we'll chant for the next 5 minutes on our own. We can choose our own chant, anything that we like. I'll play some background music. And the idea is to be fully aware when we are chanting, to stay with the breath, to stay with the chant as much as possible. And anytime we see we are not here, we'll just get ourselves back. Since we are practicing integral yoga here and most of us are familiar with this yoga, we can simply take the chant Ma. But if we like some other one, we are very welcome to take it. So the idea is to do it with sincerity and to be fully present when we are doing it. So for the next 5 minutes, we are chanting a chant that we would like with full presence and sincerity. We can use our breath and focus on the chant. Thank you. Coming back to our chant, if we go astray, coming back again and again to our chant. And last 1 minute. I'm just reading something now from the Mother on Nam Japa, from the book Nam Japa. So Mother says, when fear and worries come regarding any event, when there are problems which we are not able to solve, or any incident which causes mental worry, then immediately start Ma Nam Japa, and along with it surrender the fear, anxiety, restlessness, or any other obstacle and hindrance at the feet of the Mother. In other words, along with Nam Japa, one should think, I offer this at thy feet. You transform it and solve this problem. If Nam Jap is done with this attitude, then worries, fear, anxiety and sorrow will go away. Peace will be established. One will get from within the sure indication for the solution of complicated problems, and difficulties will be overcome easily. There will be no quarrels and oppositions in the house of a person who does Nam Jap in this manner. Quarrels, arguments and oppositions take place due to ego and selfishness. Ego and selfishness give rise to jealousy and hostility, but due to the influence of Nam Jap, our ego and selfishness and the adverse forces are gradually purified. They are enlightened by Nam Jap. Ignorance and darkness are gradually transmuted by the light of Nam Japa and by the light and power of devotion and knowledge. Our petty ego and selfishness cannot act. So the more we know about Nam Japa, the more we see how powerful it is. And as we know, as we have shared before, that Nam Japa is like, like in a idol, one can put in the prana, right? We do that pran visarjan through chants and mantras. We say the idol is now God. And similarly, when we do Nam Japa, when we do chanting of the Divine's name, it's like I'm invoking myself with that divine energy. And it's my journey to become God. When I'm, it's and how we had read it last time that if you call a person's name, that person stands up no matter what, how busy they are or how in so much they might be thinking, talking, whatever. But as soon as they hear the name, they are like, yes. So when we are saying that name in our beings, that power, it rises up. So we'll end today's session with about 7 minutes of chanting Sri Aurobindo's Gayatri mantra. And I am hoping, I know most of us, I think we all know it, and yet I am sharing the screen, but in case you want to refer to the meaning. So it's Om Tat Savitur Varam Rupam Jyoti Parasya Dhimahi Yanna Satyana Deepaye. And the meaning, as per Sri Aurobindo, is let us meditate on the most auspicious form of Savitri. Savitri means sun god, who is the creator. So on the light of the Supreme, which shall illumine us with the truth. So it's like a prayer to illumine us, enlighten us with the truth. So I'll start the japa, and in case you can't hear the sound, please do let me know.
तत्सवितुर्वरं रूपम् ज्योतिः परस्य धीमहि यन्नः सत्येन दीपये 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 तत्सवितुर्वरं रूपम् ज्योतिः परस्य धीमहि यन्नः सत्येन दीपयेत्। 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 तत्सवितुर्वरं रूपम् ज्योतिः परस्य धीमहि यन्नः सत्येन दीपये
That was the Gayatri Mantra given by Sri Aurobindo, a prayer in which we are praying that we may illumine with the truth. I think this is something that we really need because we are quite surrounded in and out with false, with illusions, with things that appear to be important, that are eating away our lives, and yet they are illusionary, they don't exist, they are in my mind. My whole world is as if powered by my mind. And when we see the truth, as I think there were some lines shared in the group today from Savitri, that how when the truth is seen, the unimportant, it just falls away. So I think the lines are increased and heightened were the instruments. Illusion lost her aggrandizing lens, as from her failing hand the measures fell. Atomic looked the things that loomed so large. Savitri, page 82. So the things that looked bigger than life are now looking small, because now I've got the vision to see things for what they are. I can see the truth of things so that I can be more and more and more devoted to the truth and not to the illusions that appear to be the truth. So we'll be ending our session here. Thank you so much for joining in. And before we end, dedicating any merit that we have accumulated through this chanting or through our other avenues, actions, goodwill, compassion. The world needs a lot more goodness and compassion, and we dedicate it to all the beings in the world. So thanking Grace for this opportunity to hold such a session together. May our joys, may our hearts be full of joy, love, and peace. This I aspire, this I pray, and may I chant till I become the chant, and chant for the whole world. Thank you.